friends, welcome to the Plaid X2 channel. My name is John. On this channel we talk all things physical media, so movies, music, and books. If you're into that kind of thing, go ahead and subscribe down below for more of that kind of content. So this video is going to be like a compilation of like yard sales, bookstores, Amazon, Facebook Marketplace, just like kind of like all over the map, all these. And again, I haven't done videos in probably a month and a half, a little more than a month. And so this is from a bunch of different places. I decided to put them all into one haul video. And so they're from all over the place. I hope you enjoy this. And so it'll be a little scattered, but that's cool. So just bear with me. So anyway, here we go. This is what I found over the last month and a half in a bunch of different places. The first one is one I found at Ollie's. It's a book called A Cloud by Day, A Fire by Night. It's by A.W. Tozer, one of my all-time favorite authors. His works crush me. And so anyway, I'm really, really excited to add this one to the collection. I have quite a collection of his works. So pumped to add that one to my collection. The next one is from this little bookstore. And it's pretty close to me. And when you walk in, it's like you're walking into the past. And they have like stuff there, movies, music, books, and some of it still has price tags on it from the 90s. And so it's kind of cool to walk in and see that there. And then they have brand new stuff as well. But their new stock that's from the 90s is still there, and I love it. This is not from that far back. This is actually from 2018, but I did not have it, and the price was like $3.99, and I do like his work a lot. And it is Crowder, I Know a Ghost. The song on here, Ghost, is incredible. That's absolutely brilliant. And so that's the last track. First track's I Know a Ghost. And but anyway, he used to do the David Crowder Band, and then went off to the solo thing. I don't love all this stuff, but some of his songs are brilliant. Anyway, really excited to add that one to the collection, especially for such a great price. I found another store called an estate sales store, and so I think they just purchase estates and then put it into a storefront. And so I went in and checked them out, and they had movies there, and they were 50 cents each. And if you've been collecting movies for any length of time, you know you can scan the spines, and you know when you find something that's unique or different. And so I was scanning the spines, and I didn't recognize it, but I recognized that it was different. And it says New Video NYC. And so I pulled it out, and never heard of the title before, but in the inside it looked a bit like a Criterion. It has this huge booklet in there about the film. It was in mint condition. It's a 40th anniversary special edition of Nothing But a Man, and this is from 1964. And I read the back of it. It looks so interesting, and so I wanted to grab this one. So I did for 50 cents. Took it out to the car, checked. I've never heard of this film, so I looked it up online, and this actually goes for quite a bit. I don't plan on selling it. I wanted to have it in the collection, and looking forward to watching this. So anyway, really excited to find a new store selling really cheap stuff, and to find this great film for such a great price. And so yeah, on the inside you've got the disc, and then this booklet that's very much kind of like Criterion style. So anyway, really excited to add this collection. Looking forward to checking that one out. The next one I will do is, I went to, a friend of mine contacted me and said, hey, so a neighbor of mine is getting rid of a ton of stuff. It's at the end of the driveway, and do you want any of it? Message her if you're interested in it. And so I did message her, and she decided to sell me a few things, and I was pumped to grab them from her to add to the collection. And we got a Blu-ray and some music. The first one I picked up, all of this was $1 each. Eric Clapton Unplugged. Didn't have this in the collection. If you've never heard this album, brilliant album. Glad to have that one. Next one, I am a big fan of his movies as well. And it is Elvis, 30 #1 hits. Again, it is just chock full with just amazing stuff. So pumped to have that in the collection. I've already listened through this a bunch. And then the next one album couldn't believe I found it for $1. And it is the Beatles, the White Album. So this is that, obviously it's a double album. There's the track listing on the back. So discs were absolutely mint. It's got the booklet in there and everything. Super excited for that to be in the collection. And then this Blu-ray was also $1. It was factory sealed. I did have this in my collection, but I had a single disc edition of it. And I liked the artwork on this better, and it came with a slip. And it is Doctor Strange. So this came with a slip. The cover on this one is much better than the one I had. And it has both Blu-ray and DVD, and digital as well. So anyway, Doctor Strange, glad to add that to the collection, replace it, upgrade it. Another upgrade that I will do from the MCU, this was from the Disney Movie Insiders Club, so this was just a redeeming of points. It is my favorite MCU film, and so I did want to have it on 4K because I love it, and I thought it'd be amazing to see it on 4K. It did not come with slip, unfortunately, but I didn't expect it to. It is still factory sealed, and it is Thor Ragnarok. Pumped to have this one on 4K, and to see it, I cannot wait to watch it on 4K. I've watched this probably 5 times on Blu-ray. Pumped to see this in high def. Next is from a, what was this one from? This was from a Salvation Army. And they do all their movies, music, and books are for like, I think it's like 50 cents. And then some days it's 25 cents. But I was in there and I was scanning through all the books. And there's one author who I have everything he's put out, with the exception of this book. And when I saw it, I was kind of scratching my head. I was like, well, it can't be the new one, because the new one just came out like a year ago. But then a closer look, it was the new one. And it's Rob Bell, Everything is Spiritual. I got everything he's written, and so I do find him to be quite interesting and thought-provoking. So anyway, looking forward to checking this one out, and for 50 cents, you cannot beat that. The book just came out a little while ago. Book's in not mint condition, but pretty darn close. So Rob Bell, Everything is Spiritual. And then 2 more places. We've got Amazon and yard sales. So let's do yard sales first, because I found some great stuff at yard sales. I went to one. It was a little one down by where I live, and it was someone with a single table out selling a couple of things. But I found 2 albums that I'm so glad to have in the collection. First one is John Legend, Get Lifted. If you've never heard this album, super good. And it is from 2004, so it's been out for a little while. Love this one. The only thing I was bummed out about is it looked great when I picked it up. I opened it up, checked out the disc, it was mint, and then I pulled I'm not gonna do it because it takes a while to get back. I pulled the artwork out, and the cover had been torn off. It had been held together, but it was torn off. So I'm kind of bummed. So if I find one at a Goodwill, I will pick it up to replace the artwork, because I'm just kind of like that. But really excited to have this in the collection. It's such a good album. And then this one, I'd never heard of her music before, but I picked this up because the track listing looked amazing, and I love this. I popped it in the car, the CD player in the car, when I was leaving the garage sale, the yard sale, and was blown away. It's amazing. And it's Mahalia Jackson, 16 most requested songs. And the track listing is what got me. And Nobody Knows the Trouble I've Seen, that song wrecked me listening to her sing that one. What a Friend We Have in Jesus, How I Got Over Trouble of the World, In the Upper Room. It's so good. His Eyes on the Sparrow. There's just some really great songs, and her voice is unbelievable. I got home, hopped on Wikipedia to learn about her, and such an incredible artist and human being. And so anyway, if you've never heard her stuff before, check it out. I'm really excited to have that in the collection. And then 2 other, now we're getting back into movies and television. I found this at a yard sale. This was for $1, and I was so amped to get it. Now, I'm not going to try to get all of them that have been released, because I just want a few, because every once in a while I like to watch this show. And so anyway, this one is the complete 5th season of The Simpsons. All the discs are mint, and anyway, pumped to have this in the collection. Too, every once in a while when I want to watch The Simpsons, I'll get to throw this in to watch an episode or 2. And then this one, I've never had this in the collection. I haven't seen this in decades. I went to a yard sale, and the person there had everything pretty high priced. This was, I think, $5 or $6. And I said, would you do that for $3? And she had to think about it for a minute, but she said yes. And it is the complete 2nd season of The Dukes of Hazzard. And it is all mint, all the discs are mint, and I couldn't believe I found this. I can't wait to watch this. I haven't seen this in decades. Really pumped. Not a show that I want to have all the seasons of, but to sit down and watch a few episodes of this every once in a while, super fun. So anyway, pumped to have found that at a yard sale. And then everything else now is Amazon. Father's Day just passed not that long ago, and so got gift cards and had the chance to pick up some stuff on Amazon. So anyway, the first 3 are books. I'll get them out of the way so we can get straight to the Blu-rays. And again, it is one of my favorite authors, A.W. Tozer, who I've already mentioned. God Tells the Man Who Cares. Rut, Rot or Revival, and This World, Playground or Battleground. Again, Tozer is one of my favorite authors. Really excited to, again, continue to expand my collection of his work. Pumped to have that. And then now it's all Blu-rays, one DVD. The rest are Blu-rays after that. And pumped to show you these ones. I'm glad to have all of these in the collection. How do I want to show you this? Here we go. First one. Had never seen this till a week or so ago. Loved it. Paul Newman, Robert Redford in Butch Cassidy and the Sundance Kid. Such a fun movie, and if you've seen this, you know the soundtrack is unbelievable. So good. So really excited to have that in the collection and get to own that and watch that. Really pumped for that one. Next one is one that I have not seen yet, but I looked it up, watched the trailer probably 4 or 5 times, and laughed my head off in the trailer. It looks so good. This is starring Cary Grant. This one is from 1952, and it is Room for One More. And this is a Warner Archive release. Really excited for this one. It is black and white, obviously, and really excited to watch this one. Cary Grant, obviously genius, and looks like a really fun comedy. Next one is one that people have been talking about for quite a while now on Instagram and on YouTube, and it was one that I have wanted since I learned of this film, which is early last year, I think, and watched it, and it's so good. It's really beautiful, really thoughtful, and by the end of it, if you've seen it, I won't ruin anything, but there's a scene at the end between the grandmother and grandson that it wrecked me. It's so good, and it is Minari, and so glad that Amazon did send this to me with slipcover, and it will stay on in the collection. This is an A24 film, and it is just absolutely beautiful. If you've never seen this one, I encourage you to check it out. It's subtle, it's not action-packed, high-paced, it's subtle and beautiful. Minari, so glad to have that in the collection. Next one is one that I do own the book, and so glad to finally own it in the film in the collection. And it is a Spike Lee joint from producer Jordan Peele, and it is BlackKlansman. This came with slip. I was also excited that Amazon had a slip on this one. So I just picked up the book. This is based on a true story, and it is so absolutely, it is outrageous. It says on the back, crazy, an outrageous, incredible true story, and it really is all of those things. So really excited to add this one to the collection and looking forward to watching this one very soon. And then the last two I have for you, one is a DVD and the other one is a Blu-ray, and I have an ever-expanding collection of my favorite actress, Jean Arthur, and I have almost her entire released filmography, but there are a few more titles out there that I needed to pick up, and I was really pumped. I got to pick 2 of them up via Father's Day gift. And the first one is from Mill Creek put this one out. The date on this is 1940, and it is Arizona, and this is starring Jean Arthur and William Holden. Really excited for this one. It's on Blu-ray. On DVD. There is no Blu-ray release to this one. Glad to have this in the collection. The other is a Kino release, a Kino Classic Adventures, RKO Classic Adventures. This is put out by Kino Classics. This film is from 1930, I want to say this film is from, and really excited to have it in the collection. This also stars a very young Jean Arthur. This is actually 3 different films, 3 films on this one Blu-ray. It's The Painted Desert, The Payoff, and The Silver Horde. The Silver Horde is what I wanted it for because that's one that Jean Arthur is in. So to have a film that is that old in the collection, almost 100 years old, to have it on Blu-ray, really exciting. And another one in my Jean Arthur collection, which is I'm hoping maybe by the end of summer to have completed that one. So anyway, friends, that's what I've picked up in all different places over the last month and a half. Yard sales, Amazon, bookstores, news stores, all of that, all these as well. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did enjoy the video, please do hit like, please do subscribe, and comment down below. Let me know what you've been finding in your stores as well. If you picked up anything on Amazon, they recently did the buy 2 get 1 sale. Let me know if you picked anything up. We've got a giveaway coming up very soon with the Hobbit trilogy 4K digital code and Thor Ragnarok digital code, giving that one away too. Check out that video for that giveaway to celebrate a year on YouTube. So friends, hope you're doing well. Thank you so much for checking this out. Take care of yourself. We'll see you next time.